Hello. How y'all doing today? I am Nate, and this is Peach Domino Papercraft. What do you think about the new little logo there? I haven't glued it down on the desk. I want it to be free floating so I can use it wherever, use it like Frisbee. We'll see. I didn't like the way this was looking. We're going to cover that up eventually. So, if you're new here, welcome. Glad to have you. Take a chair. Get you something to drink, something to eat, a little snack. Maybe craft along with me if you feel like it. If you're not new here, welcome back. How you doing? I've missed you. Make sure that you're subscribed down there-ish. And if you want to check out every video I post, make sure you hit the little notification bell, because if you don't, YouTube might not show it to you. You know, it's really, the algorithms are really weird. And if you do enjoy this video, please make sure you like, but, please wait till closer to the end to like. Some reason, if you like too early, it doesn't like to count it as well as if you like towards the end of the video. So, I don't know. The algorithms are weird. So, what are we doing today? Today, I'm going to take a bunch of scrap papers and throw them out on the desk in a pile, tape them down, because a friend of mine grabbed some paper clips and used oil-based paint markers and changed the color of them and said that worked really well. Well, I don't have oil-based paint markers. I don't. But what I do have is oil-based paint. So we're going to take some of these paper clips and use some oil-based paint and see if that works just as well. But I'm gluing down all these scrap, or taping, don't glue them. Oh my goodness, no. But I'm taping down all these scrap papers in weird little places and things so that I have a little background and can get some, you know, just different fancy little scraps that I can put in some masterboards or on some tags and pockets. But I kind of wanted to show you the scraps, and I forgot to show you this one. This is the top of a lunch meat container, the little paper on top. So it's really thick, and that's why I wanted to use it and see how it does. I have a piece of junk mail that has this really cool, so we're just gonna tape that one down. Well, let me show you them all and then I'll tape them down, that way you're not stuck watching me just tape stuff. I have some pages from an old Betty Crocker book. Yes, I know I'm tearing up the Betty Crocker book, but I'm not going to use it, and it's falling apart. But I just took some random pages that were already pulled out and ripping and things like that. So I've got a bunch of those, a few of those, maybe not a bunch. Oh, there's more at the bottom. Okay. I knew I had a bunch more. Just stuff that was already kind of ripped out. I've got some pages from a plant book that my grandparents had, and I'm probably going to cut out some of the better pictures to save for a botanical journal. Oh, you can't see, can you? So I'll do that off screen and then we'll get to going. I've got these from an atlas that I have. I just ripped out some pages. We'll tape a few of those down. I've got some from a plywood workbook with plans, and well, it says there's plans. There's some plans, I guess. I've got some pages from a compost book that I might cut out some of the pictures on, and some from a Neil Sperry book. If you know who that is, then you'll understand. But this one is from the 90s. It's not as accurate anymore. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to tape these down. I'm going to speed up the process so you can see it, but it'll go by quickly. All right, so here we go. speed that up and y'all didn't have to just sit through all that. And I'm sorry about the dogs in the middle. Somebody came home. So, I tried to cover up as much of the desk as possible while still leaving each one of the papers having some space. And I'm hoping that'll give us some really cool, different kind of patterns and things like that. But after we play with some of these paper clips, I'm just going to go through and take some paints and just foof them all over the place. Yes, foof is an actual word. It is part of the greater vocabulary. It's a new technical term that I just came up with. So somewhere I have a paintbrush that I have not figured out where it went. Let me go find a paintbrush. Okay, I found my paintbrush. And I've picked out a small sampling of oil paints. As you can see, some of them are quite old. I don't know where they came from, except that I got them at a yard sale or charity sale. Whatever. Whichever, I'm not sure. But here we go. So, we're just going to take a paint. I'm going to take this orange because I'm about to do a Halloween drum. Got my hand all gooey. That's going to be fun to remove. Or maybe not. There's a way to fix these, I believe. Mineral oil or something, I'm not really sure. My friend told me, and I don't remember what she said. That one's not coming open. I feel like we may have to get a whole different sampling of paints. None of these are seeming to work. Oh, that one opened. Let's see here. That is not what I wanted to do. That is an awful big glob. But you know what? We'll work with it. We'll work with it. At least we know that one works, I suppose. So we're just gonna go. I'm gonna zoom you in. You can see. Oh, you got blurry. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so this is the closest we're getting. We have our paper clip. Let me move the light a little. Not that it's very helpful. We have our paper clip. We're just going to pick up a little paint. Dab some somewhere else because why not? And paint it. I should have dabbed it a little more because you want it to still be usable, right? That seems to be working quite well, and that's a very pretty color. What color is that? Composition guaranteed crimson. Okay, well, it's very shiny, which could be because it's a paperclip. Not really sure. Can you see that? Y'all aren't on camera. What is going on? So here's a original paperclip for comparison. You can see I got it a little thick in some spots, but you know what? That's okay. We're gonna let that dry, and go ahead and paint another one in that same color because I have it out. So why not? I don't know why I did both sides. It's gonna stick to the paper, and just take some of this and smear it all over the place. Oh, let me zoom you out. You're not seeing everything again. One day I'll get the hang of this. We're just gonna smear it around because I have a big old glob of it that I need to get rid of. Cause it just globbed right out there. Did y'all see that? It just poofed. So we're just gonna foof it all around. Let's give everything a good. Let's give this one a really good. I do have a Halloween journal coming up, so I have 10 of them coming up. Actually, let's don't talk about that. I have a very ambitious plan for next month. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm going to try to do 20 journals. But as much as that sounds horrifically, wow, that came out weird. As much as that sounds horrifically like a lot, I'm going to try to do them in kind of a mass make style. I've been watching, oh gosh, I can't remember her real name, but Paper Terrace. And been watching a lot of her mass make journals. She does a bunch for her business. And she's much bigger than I am. But if she can make 20, I can buckle down and try my best. But they're going to be 2 different styles. I'm going to do 10 Halloween and 10 fairy. Because I don't know if you noticed, but I have a collaboration coming up with Lottie's Magic Attic and several other creators, including... I don't want to start naming them because then I'll forget who they are and I'll miss out on a couple. There's 6 of us. It's me, Lottie's Magic Attic, Tea Garden Paper Crafts, I believe It's a Crafty Life, oh goodness, Emily Designs, that's 4, there's 2 more. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so sorry. I'm trying to think. I'll get on my Discord here and see if I can figure it out because they're all the pictures all over on my Discord. But I'll also continue trying to use up this red paint that I have. At least we'll have a nice red base for everything, yeah? That's how that works. Hang on, I'm clicking a button here. Let's see. Declarations of importance. Here we go. Lottie's Magic Attic, Tea Garden Paper Crafts, Peach Domino, that's me. Chaos is Creation. I knew they were in there. I don't know why I didn't say that. It's a Crafty Life, and Emily Designs. So, yeah, that's 6. Be sure to check that out. We'll be sharing a Linktree because there will be freebies, but they will be hosted by each individual shop or group. I'm hosting mine in my Facebook group, so make sure you are a member of my Facebook group or you will not get the freebies from me. I believe that Lottie's Magic Attic is going to host them on her Ko-fi, but you have to go and be a member of her Facebook group to get the coupon code to make them free. Don't quote me on that. I forgot to check before we got on here. So that's what's happening. There's going to be a little scavenger hunt where you have to watch everybody's videos, and there'll be a game board. And what is it? September, so it's 30 days. There'll be 30 days of videos, and I'll be hosting 3 of those. Make sure you watch out for that. But there will be little tokens that will be shown in the videos, and you'll have to like and comment, and I believe subscribe. I'll check with the rules and get a good rule video out for y'all in order to be able to claim that day. So there's that. I didn't think through this, and I don't have any way to clean my brush. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Had a little company. So I figured out a way to clean my brush. Sort of. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's a junk journal, not a perfect journal. So yeah, be on the lookout for a rules video, and I will be posting that and a Linktree so that we will be able to tell you where everybody is. This is pink. It's edible oil paints. What? This is for the cake mix. I don't know if I want to try it. How old is it? It smells funny. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I'm not doing that. If I floof it everywhere, it's just going to be everywhere. Let's don't do that. Let's get... I don't want to do just red. Let's get some more oil paints going on here. I have a whole box. See? I got them at a yard sale, or at a charity sale, like I said. This one's never been opened. So let's remedy that really quick. Sorry about the groan there. We'll get one of our bat paper clips here, or push pins. Clean it back off. It's already gooey. Glue a little bit down. I'll go ahead and glue a little bit in a few different places, and we'll work with that. Okay, so I'm not going to zoom you in again for this part because it's very, ooh, maybe I will because that's a pretty color. Now remember, I didn't clean the red off of this brush, and I have not thinned these paints. They're straight out of the container. So this one is going to be a little extra red, but I think that's pretty. I like that. Get that goo out of there. We'll let that do its thing. Hold on just one moment. Sorry about that, y'all. You know the crafter's life. You can't never get no peace just for crafting. This one doesn't seem to cover as well as the red did. I don't know if it's because I don't have a massive glob of it, but it's very solid. It's not as... Let me do some of that off. Yeah, it's a very solid blue. Ah, put that back. That's trying to dry. Move all that together over there. So I just mixed it with some of the red that's on the pages. I don't like this blue for this, so let's go ahead and smush it around. Yeah, get some new textures and colors in. Get it in some new places. I have all this right here that hasn't been colored on at all because it's got all my paper clips on it. Let's see. Let's see what other colors. Let's clean this off first. I have shop rags. I go down to Walmart and I buy the, what, 20 pack for $5. And those are my shop rags. And they don't go in the wash with everything else because of things like these oil paints. This is the one I just did. No. This one is the one I just did. Obsidian. Yeah, that one. It's more purple. It's a little purple. Let's try this gold from Malfa Weber. Don't try this gold. Good night. Another edible. They just don't smell great. And they're not coming out, so we'll set it with the other edible. Here's another Weber Malfa. Here's Burnt Umber. And it's not opening. How about yellow? What color is this? Oh, there we go. Primary yellow. And hasn't been opened yet, so we'll have to do that. And I've lost my pin, so I'll have to... There it is. I was going to have to get another one. Let's do a little... Let's double try. We'll just do strings of yellow. All the way around. Mustard! Okay. Let's do a big glob of yellow so we got somewhere to dip our paintbrush for the paper clips. Where's my lid? I'm smart. These have those little things in the top to open them up with. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Okay, clean it up as good as we can here. Paper clip. Grab just some strings of yellow. Yeah, these are pretty thick. These are ones that gotta be thin some. And that's okay. Well, I don't know how y'all feel about this color, but, oh, there I go again, getting you too close. Looky there. That's pretty cool. And I'm going to leave that little extra dude on the side. Get some more yellow. And I'm just going to go straight this way with it. Well, no I'm not, because it does the same thing. And across the back. Oh, I guess I'll put you back on screen. Where are you? There you are. I don't like this bit right here. There we go, got it. Okay, so we got that one. Now, let's glue our yellow together. I forgot to zoom you out again. See, this is why I don't like the zoom thing. Not too much red, it's not doing nothing. Yeah, I know, I'm just kind of playing around. It's alright. That's fine, because that's what these are for. And then when they're done, we'll have either some backgrounds or scraps that we can turn into collage pieces. We'll see, or it won't work at all and I've just wasted a whole bunch of paper. But you know what? I'm trying. I'm doing something. And that's the thing, you gotta be doing something. Got to be doing something. Don't ask. Green! We have some green. Here is permanent green light. Maybe. Oh, come on. You know, I should not have wasted my money on these. I should have tried them before I did. This yellow, of course. This green. Same deal. Some of these I'm going to have to cut open, I'm afraid. Okay, let's try a few more colors. There's more edible ones. Why do I have so many edibles? I do have a bunch of brand new ones, though. See, here's some more edible. Oh, that's rock hard in there. We're not. That's not going anywhere. We'll set the edibles off to the side. I'll either make them work and make a cake, or I won't, and I'll tear them apart and taste one later. Yes, don't come at me like that. See this right here? So that's part of why we don't know if some of these are going to work or not. But I'll get some mineral spirits and we'll try some different ones. Here's an orange that probably hasn't been opened yet. It hasn't. We use the poker. Oh, that gives us much bigger areas. Oh yeah. Squeeze. The only problem is with me using so much of this. Well, that's a problem too. I feel like I'm almost emptying the container. I'm not. There's plenty in there, but that's just how I feel. Alright, we'll close this up. Set it in the good pile. Grab our brush and a paper clip. Grab some orange. And dab it on. Yeah, I gotta get some mineral spirits. But yes, oil paint on a paper clip works as well as oil markers, oil-based paint markers on a paper clip does. If you have the right thinners. If you don't, then you're just going to end up with, there I went again, with a mess. The other way, the other way. There we go. Ta-da! We'll set that down to dry, grab another one. Goop it up. Ungoop it. Lay down some of that extra so that it's not all over the place. Ta-da! Lay that down. And then throw some orange in. There I went. I am determined y'all are not going to get to see anything. It's this ratio that I want you to see that, apparently. Thought I had a paper clip attached for a second there. You can go up underneath if you want. I don't know that I want to, but I am in some spots. Does this look like fire to y'all? Or is that just me? Am I just a firebug? I don't know what that is. Especially right there. Not you. Paper clips trying to attach themselves. Okay. Now that we got all that figured out, so we know it works. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more because I have 4 more paper clips laying here. I'm going to do a green because we haven't done a green. Let's try this one. It is leaf green. This way. Leaf green. And it is also not open. Okay, it is now. A lot of liquid came out of this one, so this one might work a little better. But I'm just gonna put it all down right there. Not that I have any plans for it, because, you know, I don't have any plans for any of this whole thing. There is a paper clip trying to run away. There we go. And this is only half the paper clip. If you want to do the whole paper clip, you should. I think that would be best. I'm going to mix this up a little, and it's no longer green anymore. But it's a dirty green now. Like, yeah. Because I mixed it to try and get some of that oil mixed into the paint. Because I'm not using a palette, I'm just got this stuff laying down. So that's why it looks like that. If you wanted a more structured green or more the actual color, then please put it on a palette and not just on your paper. Like, if you wanted that to be actual leaf green, you would need to pick it up. Put your leaf green somewhere else so that when you paint it on, it's not mixed with the red and the orange and the blue and the every other color under the sun. These look a little more rusted, and I kind of like that. I'm going to zoom you out. I remembered this time. Zoom, zoom, zoom. You see my big pile of paint over here? Everything is turning red. I can't imagine for the life of me why. Couldn't be because I put down so much red, which, again, not really my fault. I'm not letting myself be blamed for that. Just because it all squunched out. Which, yes, is a new technical term that I just came up with. Squunched. So, one more color. We have browns, pink, skin. Let's do a pink, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean my brush off. As best as I can. And then go back and paint a little more with it to get, you know, whatever off there that I can. Okay. So, I'm going to take this spot right here. We're going to take our portrait pink. It's hard to read. It's almost blurred. Open it up. And down in this spot over here, we're going to put some portrait pink. Even though it doesn't look pink on camera, I can see that already. I would zoom you in on it, but I'd have to pick up the camera to do so. And that would just make you all wobbly. I don't really like making you wobbly. It would make me seasick to be all wobbly. So I'm just going to pick up some pink straight off that portion and show you that you can get good solid colors. Well, See that little blur of red in there? That's because I didn't clean my brush. But you can get good solid colors by using a palette and a clean brush every time. Or you can do what I'm doing. Just squanch it all around. Lighten it up in a few places. That's a pretty rose color right there. I think I'm going to use that to do this one. It's kind of hard to see against my hand because I too have a pretty rose color. Kidding, kidding. I'm neon white. I glow in the dark. So we've got all our paints down, and I'm going to take this pink after I zoom you out, which it doesn't want to do because I'm using the wrong fingers. There we go. I'm using the oily fingers. Take this pink, and that too was a technical term. So, what have we learned? 1, that we need to have palette. 2, that we need to have brush cleaner. 3, that we really need some mineral oil to thin out some of these. And 4, you absolutely can use plain oil paint to paint a paperclip. Tune in next time. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not done yet. So, there we go. We've done it. We've got more oil paints that I haven't even gone through. I'm not doing any more today. You can rest and relax. Next time, we will pull this paper up after everything is dried. I'll pull the paper clips off, show you what it looks like. Pull the papers up, show you what they look like individually. And do something with the papers. I'll figure out something to do with the papers in the meantime. So make sure you check out the Facebook group where you can find all the latest information on the scavenger hunt and what's going on in the world of Peach Domino. If you like the video, please be sure to leave us a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll always be told when we have a new video coming out. Wear gloves. Yeah. I hope you had fun. I had fun. And thank you for joining me. And I will see you all next time. Bye.